Hello guys, just going to do a quick audio check first. Right, the audio check is good, so I am just currently loading in if I can find it. I'm looking now. I want to find, here it is. Right, the audio check is good, so right. So today we are moving on to what is a brand new VFR tour. So we've been on this Hawaiian tour for a very long time. I loved doing it. No, not Hawaiian tour, Alpine Valleys tour, that's what it was. Alpine Valleys. And we've been doing that one for a very long time. We finished it leg number 21 a couple of weeks ago. So I just loved it. So what we're doing now is the Hawaiian tour. I didn't expect to do a Hawaiian tour, but it popped in my mind. And I thought, hang on a minute. I was looking through and I thought, Hawaii, why not? So today we have 3 routes to be doing. We've got a 22-mile one, a 12-mile one, and a 15-mile one. That's why we're doing 3 rather than our usual 2. They're all quite short because a lot of the streams in this, at least the first part of the flights on this VFR tour, are actually very short legs. So unlike what I did last time, I think I've basically created a plan. I've created a plan of what we're doing before I'm actually doing it. So I know, well, you guys know how long. So the plan is to do this over 9 streams. That's the plan. So we should fit it into 9 streams quite well. So hopefully we can stick to the 9 streams thing. So it should take about 9 weeks. So today we're flying from Princeville to Barking Sands, and then onwards to Port Allen, and then onwards to Lihui, Lihu, Lihue. I'm not very good at Hawaiian pronunciation, so you guys will have to excuse me on that one. It's not like Europe where the pronunciations are a little bit easier. Now I've installed some. I had a look on Worlds of AI, and I've installed some packs that fly around Hawaii, so we should get some AI. Unfortunately, one of the AI packages that fly all over Hawaii that aren't general aviation aren't available anymore. So, oh well. But here we are. Let's load in then and get on with the flying. So, I can't wait to do this Hawaii tour. It's going to be pretty good fun. Now, obviously, I know these VFR streams are on a Wednesday night now, rather than a Friday night, because I'm now busy on a Friday night with something that takes a little bit longer, so I've moved it to a Wednesday, and the basic flying will take a break until the thing on the Friday ends in about 5 weeks. That's the plan. So, just to let you guys know, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of the Hawaiian scenery. I've never flown. I mean, I've flown in the US in the flight sim, but I've never flown in Hawaii. So, very interesting, actually. So, Right, I can actually bring this up for you guys. Cool. And you guys can see Skytrack. So we'll start Flying Club Flight. And we'll start up our engines. Just going to move my monitor quickly. Cool. There. So we're doing 3 flights today. That's the plan. We're supposed to wait for GSX to do its thing. I don't know how bad the terrain is over in Hawaii. So we'll say up to 6,000 for now. I've never flown around here, so as I said, I don't know what sort of terrain we're going to have. I know, it was quite mountainous in parts of the Alpine Valleys. Now, I want to take off, that's runway 23, because I'm not taxiing all the way down there. So it's going to be runway 23 according to that taxi sign. So, off we go, I guess, on the first flight. Also, I know I was a little bit late today. That's because I was a little bit late. Apologies for that. Oh well. Right, flaps 5 for takeoff, or, flap setting 1, I guess, in this, isn't it? Who knows? Now, the terrain does look a bit hilly over there. Obviously, Hawaii is different sort of hills. It's more just mountains in the Alps. There's a lot of, obviously, active and non-active volcanoes around this area of the world. And I haven't enabled the desktop audio. Now you guys will be able to hear my game. Apologies that you wouldn't have been able to hear it before. Luckily, I noticed it before we took off. Because that's when you actually want the audio. That's when it's important. So, let's get going, I guess. I'm just getting my chair in the right position. That's what the creaks are about. I know my chair creaks a lot. Apologies for that one. I don't mean it to creak all the time, but unfortunately it just does. So, deal with it. Here we are approaching runway 23 now. And we'll get underway to... What was it called? I've actually forgotten what it was called. Amazingly. So we're going to go into Python straight out. That's the plan, at least, I think.
Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta taking off runway 23 straight out departure.
Or my plane has slightly stopped moving properly. That's better. It's quite difficult. I do forget that this plane doesn't turn great at very low speeds. Like, you need to sort of keep it going with the throttle. Low throttle, it just stops. So we'll go full power now. Off we go. And the aim, I think, is just to go straight ahead. But obviously, with that massive volcano in the way, we never know what's going to happen. So, the volcano could affect us. It might not. I don't really know. I'm guessing because it's a volcano, it probably will affect us. Start the clock, gears going up, flaps down, all that sort of flaps back up, all that sort of stuff. Honolulu Center. Okay. What altitude are we at right now? So it looks like 6,000 might be enough to get over these mountains. Or, alternatively, you know what, let's do that. I'm going to fly around, because one, that has its bonus because you guys get to see the coast, which is lovely. I get to see the coast as well, absolutely lovely. It's also quicker, and as I can see from my GPS, the runways at the airport match up with the coast. So in the end, it probably won't waste us too much time. Outrider approach. Why is it called that? It's a nice name, but why is it called that? So I think that's our plan, to go up to about 6,000 feet. What altitude is? It's an altitude of 14, yes. We don't want to be going up too high because it's practically at sea level, this next airport. So really, let's get above this more shallow part of the mountain, because you can see it's much higher there. Well, it's not higher, it's just further back. No, it's closer to us, so we might hit it a bit earlier on. So hopefully it will help us with what's going on here. So we're passing 2,400 feet now, and we should be high enough to get over this little bit. Obviously it's higher over there. I'm liking the look of this though. It's obviously a very different look to Europe. That's why, again, I thought, why not Hawaii? Because we've been used to flying in Europe, and a lot of the scenery, I always fly around Europe in all my streams, and we've got used to how it looks. So I thought, you know, why not do something a little bit different? Now also on Saturday, I can't wait for this, we're doing a stream from Ponta Delgada to Lisbon. The reason for this is obviously, I know it's a bit of a random route, isn't it? But I thought, I looked at VATS, I wasn't sure what to fly, and VATSIM had an event on for 10 hours, from 10 till 10, in Lisbon. So I thought, you know, we don't start at 10, but when we land, it is normally gone 10 o'clock. So I thought, well, I want to fly the 737, so let's get Ryanair. In terms of Ryanair flights from, you know, to Lisbon, that seemed like one of the best options to fit within the hour and a half to 2 hour flight bracket. So that's what we're doing, planned Saturday morning. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And here, this is why I want to fly by the coast. It's much more beautiful. I mean, I do think, in parts, Fsx scenery can just look lovely. The amount of screenshots I have taken on this game, I've taken a lot of screenshots, and yeah, it's partially the reason why. I think it just looks beautiful. Let's only go up to 5,000 actually. I don't think we need to go all the way up to 6,000 now. Now we're following the coast along. Now we can go on to the nearest airport now. Barking Sands is where we're going. Request full stop landing. So they've got a tower or something. But they're on the same frequency because I didn't need to tune them. Kind of odd. Runway 34. Oh, so it's a different one anyway. So they want us to head round the right and then turn round. So that's what we're going to listen. We're going to listen to them, obviously, because we're sensible sometimes. So I'll start looping round to the left now, round the right of the airport, and then loop in. It's lovely along this coast, isn't it? Oh, it looks good. I'm glad we went round the coast. You get a better view, and, you know, we don't have to stay down. You know, we didn't have to bother climbing as much, which is nice. I mean, it has meant we've had to go about 4 miles off course, but who really cares? It's 4 miles off course, big deal. Now this tour is 22 legs. As I said, the plan is to split it between 9 streams. So stream 1 we've got 3 flights. Next week we'll have 2 flights. Week after that we'll have 3. Week 4 we'll have 3 flights. Week 5 we'll have another 3 flights. And then from stream 6 onwards, the flights get a bit longer, so we're only having 2 per stream. So it's between 2 and 3 flights per stream, no matter what. That looks like our airport, down there. Now obviously we're landing at runway 34. That might actually be an apron, given how that's a really wide runway. So we want to head round and then in, because we've been told to make right, downwind and then on. So now we're getting a bit lower. I can, not lower. Now we're getting a bit sort of close to the airport, and the terrain is getting lower. That's what I wanted to say. We can start descending down to about 3,000 now to make sure we are, ready for landing. If you see what I mean. So for now, we're just heading alongside the airport like this, and then we'll loop round, because also we need to make it to the right of the airport according to what they've told us. So it is very big. I think that might be the apron, that big thick bit. Sure, that's not a runway, right? Or maybe it's a runway surrounded by taxiway, I don't know. We'll wait and see. All I know is right now it looks absolutely lovely. I haven't heard of any other aircraft in the local area. We have got 2 in the local area, and they're both 717s, so they'll be Hawaiian Airlines, I reckon. Dangerous thing, that right-clicking, but we managed it. I thought, should I? And I did. And we were okay, so... now this 22-mile hop is actually the longest one in this stream. They are all quite short flights, which is, as I've said, is why we're doing 3, because 2 would produce about a 40-minute long stream, which isn't really long enough. Now that is another runway, but they obviously didn't want us landing on it. At least I don't think they did. Well, plane's being jolted around a little bit here. Not great. We've gone back to 700 feet per minute though, like normal, which is good to see. So we look down there, runway 16 and runway 34. So that's the runway we're looking at landing on. Doesn't look like there's anything on the ground down there, so... There's lots of helipads. Now there are like helicopter tours. From what I hear, they are quite difficult to fly. In a flight sim, obviously I've got a yoke. I think a joystick is a bit more suited to a helicopter, really. So if you guys would look like really want to see me fly it, then I would, but it's not my favourite. There's not many helicopter tours. Oh, my GPS thinks we've landed. Great. Because it's just disappeared off my GPS, because I've gone really close to the airport, so it's ticked off like the waypoint that classes that I've been there. Great. Go down to 2,000 feet now, because I can now past the airport we can start looping back. I would like to get a little bit further away before I do that, I think. We'll ease it a little bit in the direction of the airport, but I don't want to get... I want to get a bit far away, but not like crazy far away. Let's wait until we get to 2,500 feet. Maybe 2,600, I think. Because we may as well just do it a little bit earlier. And that's when I'd like to turn. So we'll keep an eye on our little altitude gauge. And then when we get to 2,600, we'll start turning. Because, well, I don't know, it's a good number. So there we are. That's now hit 2,600. So we can start turning to the left now. Let's remove the autopilot. And we can get control of how fast we descend. So remember, this thing's a bit of a handful, isn't it, to help control the altitude of. But for now we're just going to hold it like this, you know, making it fairly slow. Fairly slow loop round. Gear can go down now. Also, don't bother with flaps because they make the plane really unstable to land. But you know what, let's go. I haven't tried landing with flaps in this aircraft for ages, so let's try it. But from what I remember, it makes the plane very unstable. Yeah, look, it's pointing, I can already tell, the nose points directly down. That's why we don't, because it makes the plane feel odd to fly.
Runway 34, beach, Mike Alpha Delta.
Well, we've been cleared to land, so I can loop round. And maybe I did loop slightly too far. We probably could have done it a bit quicker, but obviously time isn't everything. So look, so the plane now is flying quite steadily. Actually feels alright with the flaps, actually. It does feel okay. But it's when you let go of the throttle that it just does a dive. And without flaps, it doesn't really dive, it just sort of sits. Actually, it does dive a bit. I don't know what this plane's thing is with like diving like that. It just seems to like it. Now, generally aviation do fly to these airports, just not, I guess, often. Right, we're approaching the runway now. We're actually 23 minutes into the stream, so I probably could have got away with doing 2 flights, but I may as well do 3, because the next ones I've got to remember are actually even shorter than this one, so why not? We've only spent 13 minutes on this flight, so obviously it hasn't been that long. Yeah, I think no flaps approach is better, look, because we are much more stable on approach in this thing than we would have been. I'd let quite a gentle landing actually.
Mike Alpha Delta, exit runway when able.
Right, it doesn't appear that there's any taxiways here, does it? It's literally just exit runway whenever.
Mike Alpha Delta.
There you go, 13 minutes flight time, cool.
126.2 for each.
I'd like to taxi to parking.
Parking stands round beach, Oscar Echo.
I mean, I'm not really sure how much they have in the way of taxiways here. Just says via taxiway, look. They haven't really got any.
Parking via taxiway. Taxi to fuel beach, Mike Alpha Delta.
I know I said taxi to fuel, but okay. That's what they've given us, I guess. This is an old airport. It's got no taxiways whatsoever. I don't know. They said taxi to general aviation parking. Then my pilot responded with taxi to fuel. It's like, yeah, how to ignore. We may, I don't know. According to GSX, there's no parking at all. So I think the only parking available is the fuel, which means I'm not gonna go to the fuel because I have learned when we park next to the fuel, it causes so I'll just park like this, because when you park next to the fuel, it causes to go 100% fuel, and we don't want 100% fuel for these short flights because it makes it much more difficult to land, which is why I only tend to fuel it up 60%. So we'll stop there. Tour. Hawaii, here you go. I'm going to have to select Hawaii every time. So next, we may as well just go straight off. So next up, we're going from here, which is PHBK. Where is my flight planner? Here it is. So we're going from PHBK down to P8K, PAC. It's an airport called Port Allen. Yep, Port Allen. Direct. And it's a distance of just 12 miles, which is confirmed on the Fly UK website. Very short flight, that. Very, very short. So, cool. That's now into my GPS. So, set this up to 5,000. By the looks of it, there's no hills to cross on our voyage, so we're good. And get back out, basically.
Oscar, Echo Mike Alpha Delta, taxi to and hold short of runway 34, using taxiway runway 16, contact tower on 126.2, ready.
Do we even need flaps for takeoff, thinking about it?
Parking fence ground.
Oh, why did I say
Mike
tax?
Alpha
Why did I
Delta,
say again?
Oscar, Echo Mike
Because thinking about it always just limits our speed after takeoff.
via taxiway
We've never got any actually, we do actually have problems thinking about it on shorter runways, so we'll go with it. It's just easier. Right, turn on progressive taxi.
Taxiing hold short runway 34.
Oh, it's that runway, is it? Okay.
Beach Mike Alpha Delta.
Did not expect to be taking off on that runway. I'm positive it would have been the other one actually, but so we're going to runway 34. It's got something wrong here. It's telling me to go over there, look. Something's been bugged out here. You may as well just take off on this runway thinking about it. They're obviously okay with it. They just told me I could take off, so... Oh, take off from this view. Let's try that. I've never done a takeoff from this view before. Start the clock. Well, they're obviously okay with it. Right. I think we can actually go up to 4,000 even. And, I mean, 3,000 will actually be okay thinking about it. It's nuts. How, I mean, this airport's only at 14 feet. That's actually the last airport. It's totally wrong. It's at 24 feet. And it's, because it is literally straight. Along here, look. Along this coast. That's all we're doing. Straight along the coast. Very quick flight, nice and simple. Let's use this view, there you go. And now we can just go straight over to Port Allen. Oh dear, I didn't start Flying Club flight. Right, yeah. Okay, that's a bit stupid, isn't it? Okay. There's one thing we forgot, which is actually quite a simple thing thinking about it. It's... I mean, I'm facing... Actually, no, I'm facing the right way. Yeah, I think actually we're facing completely the wrong way now, so we'll have to turn around. Yeah, unfortunately, I forgot the fact that we have to... I forgot that we have to start Skytrack. So I probably should have realised that. That's a bit... Yeah. Well, there we go. We just have to turn around now. That was a bit stupid, wasn't it? Really stupid. Oh well. Oh well. Hello, person in the chat. I hope you're enjoying the stream, by the way. It's always nice to see people on the chat, isn't it? Let's just turn to the left, actually. Get ourselves back in line with the airport that we could have actually already been at by now. Possibly. Oh. Yeah, okay. That seems to be happening quite often now, where I forget to put in the gear. If you guys can remember, was it 2 weeks ago now on the flight to to Warsaw? That's got to be the most stupid moment. I mean, if Flights in Best, the YouTube channel, had stuff that got put up from YouTube streaming, that would definitely make it. Me forgetting to put up the gear until about 15,000 feet, when I was like, hang on a minute, why are we climbing so slowly, and why are we going so slowly? Yeah, and why is the cockpit so loud? It was the sound of the air resistance of the gear. So that was me being a bit silly there. You know, piloterrors.com right there. That's probably actually a website, thinking about it. Oh dear. Couldn't believe that. Now we're just 12 miles from this next airport. So it's going to take us about 3 minutes to get there, which is pretty nuts. When are we going to leave this airport's airspace? It's going to be quite soon, surely. There it is. No, I don't want to. Oh, I keep saying request flight forward. I don't want to request flight forward. We're so close to the next airport. We can just check in directly with their tower. I couldn't believe that. Right. And we'll use runway 9er. It's literally straight up, straight down this. And it's a bonus that we get to land on a runway of choice. Where is this airport? It's only 8 miles away. Well, I might be able to see it. Is that it? No? So I'm just thinking, what sort of runway is it? It's on a bit that sticks out into the coast. Is it like... There's a building there. It could be that. But the building is... I mean, the runway is pretty close to us, actually. 2,800 we're cruising at. Not high at all. So just 6 miles north, look. You would have thought 6 miles out I could see an airport. These airports, they don't render in particularly quickly. Or at least it doesn't seem like they do. Right. This is in quite a green area, looking at... Oh. Can't be that far away. We're 4 miles away. Am I being seriously dumb here? I see it, I see it, I see it. I just saw it. And I also know why we can't see it. Because it is actually very close. I believe this is it. Here. Oh. That's how short this flight was. It's just there. That's nuts. Literally 5-minute flight. That's how short it was. Okay. Why not? Didn't expect that. This is. Oh, I guess it's actually a good thing we're doing 3 flights now. I didn't really count on this one being this short. It's a pretty short flight. Bit of a steep descent, possibly. Possibly a bit too steep. Right, turning to the left now. Slow down. Try and slow it down anyway. Don't want to go too hot on landing, if possible. I mean, I'm idling the plane. It doesn't really seem to be doing anything, does it? We're too fast. Smash the tarmac. Right. Please stop. I know I was too fast, but please, 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 please stop. 6 minutes was the flight time. Oh, I think we've done it. Luckily we had, you know, we didn't have too much fuel on board. We didn't have too much fuel on board, and I landed right at the start of the runway, which also helped us. Right, there are some gates here, actually. So that other runway with the tower didn't have any gates, and yet this one did. That's silly.
Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta is clear of the runway.
Well, there we go, guys. That was actually one of the world's shortest flights on this game. Now we'll park facing the other way, because there's no other traffic here, and we'll be going out in about a minute anyway. So just loop it round in this gate here, and we'll park in this gate facing the other way. Does it even matter if you face the other way in these sort of airports? I mean, surely as long as you're on a gate, it's okay, right? Because in real life, this sort of airport would not have a pushback tug. I mean, obviously it wouldn't have a pushback tug. Hawaii Tour Flight 2, submit. Cool. And then we'll start the next one before I forget. Like last time. So, now we are going to... Where are we going? Lihu? I don't know. Sorry about my pronunciation. Pack to PHLI. We're going. And by the looks of it, there's not much in the way of... This actually looks like a big airport as well, because it's got its own, like, everything around it. It's only 15 miles. Airport is at an altitude of 150. And it doesn't look like we've got any major terrain to deal with, so... Right, looks like runway 09 is going to benefit us.
Papa Alpha Kilo traffic beach Oscar Echo Mike.
So that's where we'll go. We'll have to backtrack down, but I'd rather do that and be facing the right way, really. Right, we'll set 5,000 on here. Whether we'll actually need 5,000, who knows. We might not need that much time. Not time, altitude. We might not need that much altitude to get above some of the hills, but we'll set it for now. I love doing these VFR streams though, they're great fun, they are. It's a bit more chilled out flying, it's fun to do, definitely. That's for certain, it's good fun. So, taxiing down the runway right now. Then when I like to take off straight out.
Papa Alpha Kilo traffic beach Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta taking off runway 9er departing straight out.
So we'll just loop round and then park it back here. Oh, we need flaps 5 actually, that's another thing. It says it is 50%, so that's not very helpful, is it? So off we go. So turn to the left now. We'll contact the airport straight away. They have a tower. That's expected, isn't it?
Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta is 15
Start the clock.
west with Romeo to land. Oscar Echo
Runway 35 they want us to use. They want us to fly to the left of the airport. So I think we'll go slightly off course and then make a landing there. So I'm expecting we might have some planes, like proper planes, like maybe the Hawaiian 717s we've been seeing. That might be where they are parked. Obviously we don't know totally, so who knows. But yeah, it's been a pretty good flight. We've basically done a circle of this island. I'm not sure what this island's called, but we've done a circle of it. We've started off, if I can show you guys, we started off here, and we've gone round to here, and then we've flown from here onwards to here, and now we're going this way. That's what we've done today. So I think that's pretty good. I think we're only going to need 3,000. Yeah, look, so there's Hawaiian, look, that's out in the air. So obviously it's just taken off, because it's going on to Honolulu Centre. So that's a shame. We might have seen a Hawaiian 717, but probably not now. I don't believe that airport up there is the one we're landing at. I mean, it could be, but the runways don't really look like they're in the right place for that. Actually, I think that could be our runway. Possibly. It said make less base, but thinking about it, we're actually... Oh, here you go, so it's... So there are a few AIs about. One on the ground, and then one in the air, and there's also a Korean Air passing by. That probably just happens to be there. I think this could actually be our airport, you know. And it could actually be runway 35 as well. Which would be kind of lucky if it was. I think it might be. 8 miles out, makes sense. And there is a Hawaiian on the ground, a Hawaiian 717. Cool. So we are just sort of making our way across. Pretty well, we've actually just been cleared to land, so let's make our way down slowly.
Cleared to land, runway 35, beach, Mike Alpha Delta.
Because obviously last time we were a little bit too quick on landing, so let's try and make sure that doesn't happen again. These flights, I mean, this actually might be our shortest flight yet. They are just so short. We're only 45 minutes into the stream, and we've managed to do 3 flights. It's just nuts. I think the next flight is actually quite long, though. Yeah, the next flight is actually 67 miles, which is why we're only doing 2 flights next stream. But luckily, the next one after that is only like 10 miles long. So even though the first one's long, the next one after that isn't as long. So obviously that's what kind of happens with this Hawaiian Island tour. We have the legs where we obviously hop islands, and that results in some longer flights. And then we have legs where we are travelling around the island, like this one, and the islands are small, so we do some short. Actually, is this runway 35? Or is that runway 35? I actually can't see. That's helpful. Very helpful game. But I can't see what runway I'm landing on. I think it might be this one, you know. I don't think it's that one. Even though that one looks like the more main runway, I don't think it is that one. Whoa, massive lag spike. Yeah, that's runway 3. Oh, great. Great. Thank you, game. Also, that's extremely messy, this approach has been. I thought that was our runway, that's what's happened. Right, let's pay attention to what's going on now. I don't know what that massive lag spike was about in the game. I'm guessing it was loading in some sort of... Whoa! Lots of AI loaded in, that's why. I'm guessing it's not for this airport, but there must be another airport that loaded into render distance that had lots of aircraft. Right, here's runway 35. It'll be a bit of a last minute approach, sort of turn. Oh dear. That's kind of the problem. These GPSs, you can't actually see which runway is which. Obviously I haven't got any charts or anything like that, so... You know, who knows? We've managed it though. Bit like Kai-Tak Airport, isn't it? Is it Hong Kong? I'm not sure where Kai-Tak Airport is. It's the one, they closed it down in like 1994 because of its approach. Wait, there's a very sharp left turn, or right turn, I'm not sure. There's a very sharp turn on landing, basically, that's dangerous. Right, 6 minutes in the end. Cool. These have been some short flights. I've enjoyed them though, they've been good. And here we are down on the ground, here in Hui, the Who, by Who, I'm not sure. If any of you guys in the comments want to tell me how on earth we pronounce these names, I would be very grateful for that. As I'm obviously not very good at... Oh, I should have exited the runway there. I thought there wasn't one until the end. I thought there wasn't an exit till the very end, and yeah, that's how that ended. Oh dear. Luay? Did it say Luay? I don't think it said that, did it? Parking. Hui. I think it said Hui. That's what I'm pretty sure it said. Almost, that's assuming that Fsx has the pronunciation right. Which obviously is debatable. No, in this game. So yeah, we've got one little tiny 717. That's one nice thing about Hawaii, is they use the 717s. You know, they're very rare aircraft now. Very, I mean, I think Volotea use some in Europe, and obviously Hawaiian in Hawaii. But apart from that, I'm not really sure if you can get anywhere else in the world, can you? So, you know, because they're nice old birds, they have their engines at the back. There's not many of them left, those ones, like the MD-80s, they're going as well. So, you know, I haven't got any of them in my flight sim, so... But yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Getting rid of those older planes, the A340s are starting to go. Got to fly on one of those over February, and they've all been retired from Virgin Atlantic now, so... Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? That all these older aircraft are going in place of the newer aircraft, obviously the A320neo, great success. Let's not talk about 737 MAX because we know how that went. Is it getting me to park at the fuel stand again? Well, not that it really matters if we park at the fuel stand, thinking about it, because they're not doing another one. There's a lot of helipads around Hawaii, I've noticed that. All these airports have had helipads. And they're quite rare. I don't think there's any AI packs for helicopters. It would be cool to see a helicopter in the flight sim. I can't say no to that. Definitely not saying no to that. So there's a big airport, obviously, because there's a Delta 747 there. So somewhere near here, there is a big-ish airport. And we'll park up here on stand, ready for next time. So thank you guys so much for watching, I guess, as we power down the engines. And there we go. We are here in Louis. Next time we're going onwards to Dillingham, and then on to Wheeler. That's the plan. I'll actually show you guys. I can show you guys a map of what's going on here. So that's what we're doing. So we've gone from, if you guys can see, we've gone from here, look, in HI01. We've gone like that. And this is today now. This was today where we did all that. And then we're crossing into this island going about a little bit. I don't know why this airfield's listed, because as far as I'm aware, I don't think we're flying to it looking at that. So we're going here, there's a plane there, and then flights are all about Mess Pier. And then we cross this island and go back here. That's actually, there's Honolulu actually, so we get to do that. And then this island, then this island, then this island, then this island, and then it's a little hop across into this island, and then we sort of go all around this island. There's some big volcanoes on this island. It's quite a big one. And before finishing up there in PHMU. So that's what we're doing. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed the start of this tour. I certainly have. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get the GPS back in the game. Turn that off. And let's get the battery off actually. There. Now this aircraft's fully shut down. That's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. And let's get the battery off actually. There. Now this aircraft's fully shut down. That's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching.